This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It is an honor to have you here. I'd like to show you a few tools that might work in your world and help you ever so slightly. For an example, a set of keys, just the ordinary set of keys, but on one key is a little knife. Locking blade, very sharp. I'm amazed how often I use that to open things. My old hands don't work as good as they used to with gout and arthritis nowadays. That bad boy does a world of good, and yet it's not a separate knife. I've also had little knives on my keychain, but it looks like a knife. If that day would ever come, the dark side, law enforcement, show up, they might give you a hard time for it. This one, quite often, in my humble opinion, would be overlooked. Maybe not at an airport, but in day-to-day living, I don't think any law enforcement would bite you, because not too many people get stabbed with a 1-inch knife. With that in mind, especially if it doesn't look like it, they'll just simply go on their merry way, theoretically. On that same line though, once a year, I got 9/11/21. Yep, I bought a pepper spray. Once a year, I buy a few of them and throw the old ones away or give them away. And even though, yes, they can last for years, but I like to keep them updated. An extra $10 a piece, they go in your pocket, ultra lightweight, and yet on a day after event, when the dark side showed up, be it either a mean dog for this area or perhaps a monster in the way of a gangster or a rapist or something else that would be coming at you or a loved one, something like this might mean the difference between being raped, robbed, or murdered. And it's better than a gun because it goes almost anywhere, Another item I like, let's go over here. These bad boys I like. You pull this little bad boy out. It's solar powered battery. And once you close that up, it lights up. Puts up a real nice light. You might call it a mood light because it doesn't put out much, but at least it gives you a tract of where the sidewalk is or where your railing is on your deck or even inside. It does give you that extra light that might make the difference between falling or tripping, absolutely. And they're very inexpensive. I've got a dozen of them in my backpack, for an example. And if by chance you're going on a long walk, and I mean a long one, you can mark these, but just simply set them out if you're going to come back the same way. And if it got dark, you know the way back. More importantly, someone else will be able to follow these to wherever you were, theoretically. Neat little tool to have. Now, something else I like in that same line, but even larger if you will, is a rope light. Now, what you do, and it changes color, very lightweight, easy go into a backpack or a to-go bag. And you'd say, what good is it? Well, it's 30 feet long. That means you could wrap it around your car, and the solar is going to keep it going for quite a while. You bet. Even on a cloudy day, it will draw some energy to light up this the next time it gets darker. And that tells everybody where you are. Or you can put a ring around your, your campgrounds, things like that might make the difference, And as long as you're not trying to be hid, something like this might be worth their weight in gold as well. Keep that in mind. There's all sorts of ways that you can find little things that cost less than $10 each that can go a long ways toward keeping you safe. That's all I'm asking you to consider. Thank you for your time.